Green, green, green. fastest lap of the session. Car right. Clear on the right. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left. That was your fastest lap of the session. That was your fastest lap of the session. Clear on the right. That was your fastest lap of the session. Car on your left. Clear. Car on your left. Clear. Just set your fastest lap of the session. flag this time. Just set your fastest lap of the session. You have about 2 laps of fuel left. Alright, there's the checkered flag. Nice run, solid work.
Man, that's gonna be a special event in a few weeks or maybe like a month or two, and that's a fun combo. We used the baseline setup Bathurst, no changes at all other than just adding enough fuel to make the race. And it seemed like some guys were running a little bit more, little less drag, I guess, in the rear wing, and they were really struggling in that downhill section, but couldn't really pass me even if I got close. I will like to go back to when I got into second place, but before then I want to look at lap 7 because I swear I thought my race was over lap 7. I was right behind this guy. Also, I need to see what happened to the one car because it looked like he was right up at the leaders and then had to pit for some reason. But I don't know how I didn't get in the wall in Forest Elbow. Lap 7, I was like, I'm getting in the wall here, suspension's broken, and race is over. How close did I get to this wall here? This had to be so close. Quarter speed, turning in, trailing off, and to the inside.
Well done again, Gabriel.
Wow. I thought it was closer than that, honestly. I feel like I went pretty close to the wall multiple laps. So the fact that this one in particular felt weird. It's like I'm happy to hit the outside wall because that's gonna be like the smallest 0x and you can control that. It's very straight. It's like you're gonna be hitting that, but your wheel's already straight. But if you hit the wall here, you're turning and that left front tire is broken all day. Like I don't know if you can escape from a 0x here. So yeah, I don't know why I thought that was such a weird incident. I'm gonna make sure whether maybe it was lap 8. I don't think it was, but I'll see anyways. Did I get really close there on lap 8? Here we are going to the elbow once again, turning in. And I mean, that was also pretty close, but I mean, it wasn't like one frame close. If we go into like TV view, we should be able to see how close this looks. TV2, or yeah, TV3 will actually be a good perspective. Yeah, so we just play that in like slow motion. So anyways, yeah, we're running in third place, and we can figure out how to get this thing going. What the heck? There we are. Okay, so yeah, 16 lap race, behind this guy after 10 laps, still 11, 12, And did he? I honestly forget what happened. I think we got side by side. It was just every single time I tried to get a run on him, like here I went to the outside and it was like I didn't want to get. Wow, that's where it happened. Final corner lap 12. And I'm really appreciative of him giving me space. But let's play this in full speed. We can see that when I got alongside here, you'd think that the momentum from the draft would help me get by. But as soon as I get out of the draft, we're just basically the same speed, and I'm on the outside. I'm on the outside, and it's not really a good spot to be in for this corner. Man, he was so generous here. I mean, he's even ahead into the braking zone. Obviously, he has his corner a bit narrowed, but it's like if anything, I should have been closer here. My look at this line, how wide I rode. I mean, I should be like half a car length tighter because I'm just kind of losing time here, but apex speed, I'm able to keep it up. I avoid the inside line. And let's just compare apex speeds because obviously he slows down a lot here. Slows down to 55. And man, he really was generous by not opening up the wheel there. That kind of seemed to hurt him. I won't complain, but it's just noticeable. 55 for him versus 63. So yeah, I carried 8 more miles per hour through that wider line. Let's watch this pass from TV view. Man, he got passed around the outside 2 corners in a row here. Nice move though by who is this? By Orion. I mean, I just could not have dreamed of a better situation as I get by him. I mean, if they was single file, he would have had a huge run on me out of turn one, but the fact that they're side by side through turn one allows me to get a better exit, and both of them are kind of having to compromise their corner. So it gives me a bit of a gap. You can see the 6 car having to run a bit wide here. Then as soon as they exit, I go back to the left-hand side trying to give is it Thiago the draft. It's not enough though, unfortunately. The 6 car gets past, but they go side by side into turn three as well. Does he back off? It looks like he does last minute, and then he just starts to fall off a bit. So, yeah, I mean, it was just, I do wonder if I should run a lower downforce wing for like future races, just because these guys were so strong, and I needed to rely on some mistakes. I don't even say there was a big mistake. It was kind of like a crossover move out of the chase that allowed me to get by in the final corner. So, yeah, it was yeah, I don't even know if I can really qualify that as a mistake. Just managed to get on gas a little bit sooner than he did. Um, and near the end there, let's just compare lap times. Orion, oh, nice side-by-side battle here. At the end, he was able to get a 56.8, and what was I able to get? I was able to get 56.3 on that final lap. So yeah, I'm really happy. And then first place, who was like 20 seconds up the road, Gabriel, he's overheating 55.9. So 4 tenths faster, and then 2 tenths at the end of the race here. So yeah, let's go back to lap one to see what happened with the 1 car. So here they are. It looks like Gabriel, he qualified second. And man, that's so unfortunate that Alexei, wow, we're still waiting here for the grid. And there they go. Alexei, it looks like he's the hometown driver from Australia. He's pretty much clear of everyone. Don't see any, is he getting the wall on the downhill? This is just so odd. Man, I'm a psychic. Who would have known? Downhill, full tank of fuel, a bit cold tires, real easy to do. It wasn't even that. It was literally like he's broke as soon as he went over the crest. So literally has no traction to slow down, no traction to turn, and basically lands. Tires are locked, hard to turn. Not car isn't slowed down enough, and man, so easy to do. But yeah, I wonder if Alexei and Gabriel would have had a battle. if not for that. But yeah, that's a happy to get that free spot. Looks like in the end we would have gotten third, likely, if not for that mistake. But in the end, I'll take second. So really happy with that. Let's see, did we make another move on Ryan here? What lap was it that we got up into third? We're still third. Lap 5. Okay, so something on lap 5 went to the. Oh yeah, I was so surprised this move even worked. It's like the crossover was not really expecting to send it, but then he just missed the missed the corner, so I took advantage. Yeah, I think he was braking at his normal spot, but on the outside line there. Maybe he was. I don't know what his plan was. Wasn't a big mistake. Just broke a bit too late. Wasn't able to get the car turned in. Once you're out here, there's just so many marbles, no banking, and yeah, lost all the momentum. Fell down. Where'd he end up finishing though? Still got P5 in the end. So, but yeah, that definitely. If not for that, we would have probably gotten held up for a few more laps, and I don't know if we would have been able to catch Thiago. So, yeah, it was. I know that was pretty early in the race, but given how hard it is, like you need to be within like 8 tenths or so to field the draft, and it's so hard to find those tenths, especially if me and Orion had battled. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.